Hello everybody, how you getting on? Thanks for tuning in for the channel again. Hope you're all keeping well. It's been a while since I posted on here, but there's something that I wanted to talk about today that's basically happened over in Spain this week. As you may or may not know, Barcelona, probably, well, careful how I tread here, but arguably the biggest club in Spain, if not the joint biggest or second biggest, depending on what team you fancy, have been under a real cosh over the last couple of months. As you may or may not know, Juan Laporta won the presidential election, took over from Josep Maria Bartomeu, who made an absolute pig's ear of the job. The club are over €1 billion in debt. Obviously had to let Lionel Messi go because they couldn't afford to pay him anymore, and have basically crashed and burned over the last at least 12 months or so. It's been really, really bad. Anyway, Ronald Koeman, the coach, the guy who won the Champions League with them back in 1992 against Sampdoria, I think he scored in the final. Their head coach was relieved of his duties after a 1-0 defeat to Rayo Vallecano at the Vallecas in Madrid on Wednesday night. Now, Barcelona are struggling big time this season. They are currently 9th in the Liga. Yes, 9th with 15 points. They've got a real job on to even finish in the Champions League spaces this year. The squad is very, very poor. They've lost some big games recently, including the Clásico as well. Some of the tactics he's been doing, such as playing PK and Luke de Jong up front. Yeah, you heard that right. Luke de Jong and PK up front for Barcelona. It's just been really, really bad, and it all come to a head, like I say, with a 1-0 defeat against Rayo Vallecano on Wednesday, which left them 9th in the league. Now, obviously, there has been talk coming out of Spain on Twitter. A lot of very reputable journos, including Colin Miller, has basically said that Juan Laporta, the president, sacked Koeman on the plane on the way home from Madrid to Barcelona. Apparently tensions were very, very high, and he made the decision in the heat of the moment and dispensed of his services. Koeman said goodbye to the players on Thursday, along with Alfred Schuster, the assistant coach, and Henrik Larsson, the coach as well. And the hunt for a new manager begins. You call it a hunt, it's not really a hunt, is it? It's not really a managerial hunt, because there is one man who has been rumoured to basically be nailed on to get the job. I'll be coming to him in a minute. Placed in interim charge of the team for the next couple of weeks is a guy called Sergi Barjuan. I've murdered his last name, so we'll call him Sergi. He's the B team coach. I believe he used to be a player for Barcelona as well. He has been given interim charge of the team until further notice. The reason why he's been given the role of interim coach is because Laporta and the Barcelona board are very, very close to agreeing terms with Xavi to become the new manager. Now, if you don't know who Xavi is, have you been living under a rock for footballing terms in the last 15 years? Arguably the greatest midfielder of all time. He's certainly my favourite ever player. He was a stalwart in Barcelona's midfield for 15 years. Obviously won the treble. I think he won the treble twice, didn't he? He was instrumental, pulled the strings, fantastic, world-class, legendary midfielder for Barcelona. He's currently at Al Sadd in Qatar, where he has won, I think it's 7 or 8 trophies in 3 years of being a manager. If you have a look on YouTube and Twitter, the way his teams play is a carbon copy of Barcelona. Interchanging positions, movement off the ball, possession, technically excellent players. It's a no-brainer. It's rumoured that he turned down the job at the beginning of the season when Laporta first took over, and he feels that now is the right moment to go and save Barcelona from their crisis. So it's not going to be easy for Xavi by any stretch of the imagination. Obviously, there are significant financial restraints placed on the club, to the point where it has been mentioned that the club might not even be able to afford his £1 million compensation buyout clause to release him from his Al Sadd contract. He's going to have to rely with what he's got at the moment. Laporta has come out and said in the last few months that they should be in a position to attract better quality and afford better quality players in next summer's transfer window. But however way you dress this up, Barcelona are in dire straits. And is this the right moment for Xavi to come in and turn it round and create a legacy that Pep Guardiola, Tito Villanova, Luis Enrique built? I don't think it's the right time. I think that there are so many gaps all throughout that team. The Catalan lads such as Piqué, Alba, Busquets, Sergi Roberto are all really struggling for form at the moment. Obviously financially, he's not going to be able to go out and get the players that he wants straight away. It's going to be really tricky for Xavi. Obviously, he's going to need time, a minimum of 18 months and 3 transfer windows to turn this club around. But it's certainly going to be very interesting. I mean, the midfield there already, where he will probably lay the foundations for his team. Xavi, Pedri, Frenkie de Jong, excellent players. I think that they're set up for the next good few years with that midfield. Obviously, you've got Ansu Fati, Serginho Dest, as well as a few others. So you've got quite a few promising youngsters coming through as well. But yeah, make no mistake, it's going to be a very difficult job for Xavi to come in. But it's going to be absolutely fascinating. I can't wait to see how he does. So yeah, just a quiet week at the Nou Camp. Obviously, let me know what your thoughts are about Xavi. Did Koeman deserve to go? Obviously, he did. Laporta also said in a press conference where he unveiled Sergi as the interim coach today that he arguably should have dispensed with Koeman a bit sooner. But yeah, something very bad's happened behind the scenes between them two. I think they've had quite a falling out. But yeah, that's the latest. Wanted to make a video about it, give my thoughts about Xavi. Absolute baller as a player. My God, he's got his work cut out as a manager. So let's see what happens. Let me know your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel, guys. I hope you're all keeping safe. I hope you're all keeping well. And until next time, adios. Hasta luego. See you later. Cheers. Bye, guys.